This is EmissionVision, an app that fights climate change by using augmented reality. Meet John, a 30-year-old soccer enthusiast who lives just outside of Chicago. John learned about EmissionVision from a friend, and he wants to see if the app can help him make greener decisions. John launches the app and is greeted by the Green Advisor, who asks him if he wants to learn about how his commute affects the planet using some augmented reality and some magic. John enters his address into the text field and it auto-populates for him. It's business time, and the Green Advisor asks him where he works. Next, John selects his transportation method, where he can select a car, public transportation, meaning bus or train, biking, or walking. John selects a small car as he typically drives to work in his 2003 Toyota Corolla. And now, it's magic time. The Green Advisor tells him, let's see how many trees are required to offset your annual carbon emissions from your daily commute. So John clicks, take me to the virtual forest. John is standing in an open area and scans the ground around him. After a few seconds, a button appears and he clicks on Plant My Forest. To John's delight, trees magically grow out of the ground as he's immersed by his virtual forest, filled with fun, animated trees. John learns that 23 trees will offset his annual carbon emissions. John discovers the What If button and clicks it. John is presented with different options on how to reduce his carbon emissions. He could ride a bike, take public transportation, or carpool with friends. John selects take public transportation 3 days per week. He sees that by taking public transportation 3 days a week, he could save 6 trees per year. He clicks Reset What If and decides to try a different scenario. He tries ride a bike 2 days per week. And John learns that by riding a bike 2 days a week, he would save 9 trees annually. John recently flew to Orlando to fulfill his childhood dream of visiting Disney World. He wonders how his flight impacted the planet, so he clicks the flight button and enters his origin and destination. To his surprise, he learns that 16 trees are needed to offset his flight. He resets his forest by clicking the commute button. After walking around his virtual forest, he clicks the tree counter button and is taken to his emission summary. Here, John sees that his emissions are 83% lower than the average American commuter and sees the number of trees required to offset his annual, monthly, and daily emissions, as well as his carbon levels. He's fascinated with his impact on the planet and understands how his daily actions affect the environment. John realizes that he needs to take action and wonders, how can I reduce my emissions? And clicks the button. The Green Advisor presents John with different options on how to reduce his emissions, either by riding a bike, carpooling, or taking public transportation, and shows how many trees he would save with each option. These suggestions change depending on the type of transportation that John selected at the start of the experience. John understands how greener commuting choices save the planet, and he feels inspired and clicks, I want to get involved. The Green Advisor tells John, you can make a real change today. He can either plant a tree or sign up for an email list. When clicking Plant a Tree, John can make a donation to carbonfund.org and is informed that just $23 will offset his annual footprint by 23 trees, just like in the AR experience. John clicks Donate and is taken to carbonfund.org's webpage, where he can make a donation. When John returns to the app, he clicks the Take Action card and decides to sign up for the email list to make a commitment to reduce his emissions. He will receive 4 newsletters over 2 months that remind him of his carbon footprint, give him advice on how to be green, share fun facts about trees, and encourage him to offset his carbon footprint by planting trees. John feels very inspired after using the EmissionVision app. He had no idea how his commute affected the planet and how a small change can make such a big impact. He decides to start taking the train to work and is going to share the app with his friends. That's the power of EmissionVision.